Hey, welcome back to the Positive Side Podcast. Glad you're tuning in. The host, Jeremy Todd, coming to you from the live from the world headquarters. Glad you are tuning in. Man, I don't know about you, but I have been so stressed lately. Oh my goodness, just all kinds of crazy things going on in my life. Possible career shift, changing the gigs up and possibly, man, a lot of opportunity. And with the opportunity, with all these changes, becomes like brings stress, right? I mean, anytime there's a change in your life, there is stress that goes along with it. Now, today we're going to go over 5 hardcore ways to relieve stress, and these are going to be hardcore, right? I mean, it's just something I've been thinking about doing, and because I've been so stressed out, and I thought, well, let's go over 5 different ways. You know, it's interesting with, it's almost like inducing stress into my life, inducing change into my life, and it's so important to do that every once in a while because you get to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I talk about it on this show all the time, but one of the things I want to make sure that you realize as well that this is real. This is reality. This is my life. These are the things that I'm trying to do. And if I can do it, you can do it. I'm trying to get to the next level in life. I'm trying to build my career, save money, build everything up I can, right? I mean, that's what the whole life's all about, to try to live the best life I possibly can. And one thing that you got to do every once in a while is shake things up. So when you are comfortable, maybe it's time for a change. And it's been a couple of years since I've really done a big change. So here it is. I'm getting ready to do a big change. And we'll talk more about this in the upcoming episodes. But let's get into 5 hardcore ways to relieve stress. Number 1, this is like real shit. You just got to accept the reality. I mean, I think sometimes when we get stressed out, it's very reactive. Very reactive. Like, oh my God, now I'm stressed. Oh my God, that's going to happen. Oh my God, what's going to happen next? All this shit that keeps coming flying at us, we're just very reactive instead of being proactive, understanding, flipping that script, saying it's okay that it's coming. It is what it is. It's the reality of the situation. And I'm in it, and now I'm going to win it. But I got to make sure I understand that is reality. It's not fake. We got to jump ahead of it and be proactive versus reactive. And one of the ways to be proactive with stress is, number 1, is just to accept it. If it is what it is, and it's the reality that we're in, shit's probably going to get worse, or it's going to get more stressed out, but we got to expect that. Now, so when these things come up, I knew that was going to happen. I knew this was coming. But eventually what happens, we get better and we get more calm and the stress goes away. And then opportunity shows up when we least expect it. And that's one of the big things about this podcast. What we have to realize is that shit's going to happen to you in your life, but we got to look at the positive side of these things, right? We got to get in front of the negativity and make sure that we know what's going to come. But we got to have that mentality to make sure we're ready for it. Number 2, exercise when you don't want to. So important. If you don't feel like going to work out, or going for a walk, or going for a run, or hitting that bike, or going to the gym, whatever the case is, that is the perfect time to go to the gym. It's easy to go to the gym and, when you don't want to, but when you're stressed out, it's easy to go to the gym when you want to, but when you're really, really stressed out, you don't want to do anything, right? I mean, it's like me. I just want to sit around and do nothing. I want to sit around, scroll Facebook or scroll Instagram or just keep scrolling. But that doesn't get anything done. That doesn't relieve stress. It doesn't build up that emotion in your body. It doesn't relieve that tension and burn off the stress and let you sweat. You've got to be able to get rid of all that. But the most important thing is having that mentality, having the mental fortitude to understand when I don't want to do something, when I don't want to work out, when I don't want to go to the gym, that is your body, that is your mind, that is a test that is given to you from whatever the higher being is, and you've got to crush that. You've got to get off your ass and go to the gym or go work out or go exercise or do something. Go when you don't want to. It builds a different type of thing in your head that you can overcome obstacles and allows you to overcome more stress in your life. So extremely important. Exercise when you don't want to. Number 3, one of my favorite things to do is find someone that makes you laugh. Not just laugh, makes you laugh your ass off. Now, we all have that one friend. Or we even have that one show. We have that one movie. Whatever the case is that makes us laugh our ass off, one of the best things you can do in your life when you are stressed out or upset is laugh. It's one of the major emotions because when you're stressed out, sometimes there's some tears involved, and it's sad, it's negative. But when you laugh, you release all that tension, you release all that energy, the negative energy, and you just feel better about life. You're like, oh shit, maybe it's not as serious as I thought it was. Maybe I don't need to be stressed out as I thought I should be. All these things get released when you have a powerful laugh, not just a chuckle, ha ha laugh. I mean, a laugh your ass off laugh. It's so important to make sure you find something that will make you cry laughing. Number 4, I had to put this in there. And this is more of an adult podcast, obviously, for this episode, but have sex with somebody. Have sex with your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever the case is. that relieves stress, right? I mean, it's the white elephant in the room, and but it's real, it's reality. You can relieve stress doing that. Your spouse can help you. I mean, obviously, it's very, very important to do that. Now, obviously, me, I'm going through a little bit of dry spell. It's all good. It's all good, but that time will come again. This this podcast isn't just for me, it's for everybody. The time will come. The time will come. It's all good. But reality, it's a great way to relieve stress in your life, to have sex. You release, the hormones kick up, your body temperature kicks up. You just feel better after you have sex. I mean, it's the best thing in the world. So one of the hardcore ways to relieve stress, have sex. Number 5, extremely important, picture the future. Now it kind of ties into the first couple of them, accept the reality, and I guess the first one, accept the reality of the situation, but really picture the future is just as important. It's so hard, if we're swimming through this disaster of our life and we're stressed out and shit's coming flying to us in all different directions. But if we can get through all that, push through it, get out of the other side of it, and look to where we're going to be in the future after all the smoke clears, man, it's going to be a beautiful future, and it's a beautiful opportunity, but we got to get through it. Right. And that's what we have to I mentioned this on the show a lot of times. Sometimes you have to climb the highest tree and look to the far out future and see where you're going, but when you come back down the tree, you're right back into the battle. You're fighting all kinds of different things. But when you can actually see and get a glimpse of where all the stress in your life is taking you to, maybe it's that free life you've always been waiting for. Maybe it's that second home. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's a different relationship, whatever the case is. Whatever that case is in your life, it doesn't really matter. But if you reach out and see the future and can imagine it and picture it and feel it and close your eyes and, man, feel whatever that situation, but feel it coming into your soul, I'm telling you, it'll relieve that stress, because you understand that everything you're going through has a purpose, and eventually this too shall pass, and the life is going to be beautiful. So let's get back into the 5 hardcore ways to relieve stress. Number 1, accept the reality. It is what it is. It is what it is. I know it's a bullshit saying, but in reality, it is what it is. Number 2, exercise when you don't feel like it. Extremely important. Number 3, find someone or something that makes you laugh your ass off. Number 4, have sex. Go ahead and knock them boots. Number 5, picture the future. Extremely important. These all will help you get to the next level. It all will help you relieve that stress. Share this episode. Tell other people about it. Tell your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever you're talking to about number 4. That's great. But do what you got to do. Relieve that stress, my friend. It's not worth keeping it in. Let's get it out. Man, I appreciate you listening to the show. Go run over to iTunes. Leave those 5-star reviews. It allows other people to find the show. Like me on Facebook, YouTube, all the other good stuff. I almost said BS, all the other good stuff. Like all that, share it, do all the things you got to do to allow other people to find the show. I appreciate you more than you know. You've got greatness within. Like always, this is The Positive Side.